My hair has become unruly. I think I need a haircut. It's totally time. Like, look at this. I want it to be here. Like, so, welcome! Welcome to my first video. My name is Janae. This is JunaVee Studio. And the reason I call this HYPERFOCUS is because that's how we got here today. There's three main parts of this video. The first is the rearrangement of my studio. I got a new craft desk. New, not at all. New to me, but very old and free. Aha! But in great condition. So I wanted to rearrange my studio to put that in, and it looks great. It's not done yet. Like, the studio will always be evolving, but the second part was the Tacoma night market that I collaborated with an insurance agent. His name is Kalen Nelson, I'm pretty sure. And I collaborated with him on the booth. I was there, I was live painting and selling some stuff, and I needed product for that. I needed to create some things for that. The last final thing is the YouTube channel. The reason you're here, the reason I'm here, and really the whole thing. So, unfortunately, the whole part about the craft desk, I did not get a lot of good footage because I was still learning the camera, learning the angles, learning how things worked. I'm still learning those things. So, I will also be adding commentary in between to help bridge the gaps. First of all, can I just show you really quick my very first intro? I know that this is gonna be sentimental one day because it's my first, but right now it's just my first. So without further ado, my very first intro that I ever filmed. Welcome to my first video. Studio makeover / market prep. So cute, right? So cute. I am not the same person I was then. I've learned so many things about myself and about my process and about what I want and about this camera and about editing videos on a computer and about creating YouTube videos. I have learned so much. I am not the same person that I was in that intro. So cute. But let's get into the video. The first idea, section 1, craft desk. So the first video of this whole video, the first little clip, that was the first footage I ever took, and you can kind of see that the craft desk was in my studio, but not anything was at all looking nice. It was all really big mess in here. I didn't get a lot of great footage of that mess. The original plan was to go through all my stuff, get it into the craft desk, and then get the desk in its spot. And I quickly realized that that was not going to work. I took this footage while I was barely still kind of starting emptying the stuff, and yeah, it was off. It was a big mess. So instead, I got the desks out. I switched the desks, got the craft desk into its spot, put my other desk off to the side, and this is where I left it that night. I was proud of the progress I'd made, even though it's still a mess. But once that was in place, I was really excited about it, so I kept going and I kept cleaning, because this right here was the part that I've been avoiding this whole time. It makes me so nervous, and I don't know. So I was kind of avoiding it, but I finally washed my hair. It's not gonna look great until probably tomorrow. Who am I kidding? It probably looks awesome right now, but it's probably kind of fuzzy. That's okay. So I finally decided, okay, it's time to get in front of the camera, because it's not really a vlog if I'm just showing you a bunch of like hyperlapses and B-rolls of me doing stuff. So here we are. This section of video did not have any audio, so it seemed like a good time for a voiceover. The rearrangement of my studio is part of a larger effort to enjoy the whole process. I realized recently while I was journaling that life creates mess. Messiness is a natural byproduct of life, of activity, of creativity, and to negate it or avoid it, you're diminishing the process as a whole. I also realized that I don't have any issue cleaning up at work. It's just part of the job. So my plan is to adopt that same mindset because I want this to be my job. And if I want to keep up with orders, with new projects, with releasing videos on a consistent basis, creating a Patreon and running my shop and offering commissions and doing mural work, I need to be able to clean and reset efficiently. I have always struggled with keeping my space clean from a young age. It was what I was always in trouble for, was having my room be really messy or not doing chores when I needed to. I always dragged my feet with that, and it's something that I want to work on now that I'm in my 30s. I have some advice for anyone starting something new. First, do what you can with what you have where you are. And this includes your current level of expertise, your experience, your knowledge and understanding. Your lack of expertise is not a good reason for not starting something. Nobody starts as a professional, so just start. Alongside that, realize the abundance and opportunities that currently surround you. What we see mainly depends on what we look for. Reaffirm your dreams with your words, for what you speak is what you'll see. Your energy flows where your attention goes. Your focus is your magic. Have fun, do your best, celebrate the tiniest victories, and enjoy the ride. And if you're doing or trying something that you've never done before, or you're learning a whole new process, especially if it has to do with the creative process, don't hold any expectation of what your final result is going to be. I know, you don't want to sacrifice your vision. Get it, I'm right here with you. But when you're first starting, it is important that you finish projects. Shout out to Angry Miko for that advice. Finishing a project is a vital aspect of the entire process. It's almost like cleaning up. Like the cleanup is actually the finishing. You think it's the start because you normally do it before you start because you need to do it, but the cleanup is actually the finishing touch. And that, folks, is what we call an epiphany. Good. I mostly need to actually do the work of doing things today because this is doing pretty good. This is doing pretty well. I would say it's in a good place, and I really need to focus on finishing product for Saturday. Cheers. Hey, if you haven't liked this video yet, you might want to consider doing that. Thanks. I'm so proud of it. Oh my god. This is kind of freaking me out because every time I draw, it's like I forget that I'm on a separate piece and I just feel like I'm drawing on top of my stuff. It keeps like making me uncomfortable. Coloring it in while I'm trying to copy is really tough. I'm just going through trying to get a very general idea of what's going on. This one's kind of harder though because I want the design to match, so I guess I gotta kind of fill this one in a little bit. So yeah, I'm listening to Lee. Hilarious. Honestly love this one. I need to do more of this shape and more kind of weird tie-dye sort of swirly designs. See, because this one too. Ooh. Pricing stuff is tough. That's okay. It's gonna be fine. Don't overthink it. I know that you love to overthink. You think that it's useful, but it's not. Look, we're already overthinking and we're not melting. So let's go melt. Go melt some stuff. So obviously they're not the same, but they're from the same template.
And that's the size difference.
Do you want to see the baby? Look how exciting. Look at this. Look at this. This one was new too, but this one popped out so quick. Whereas this guy. I'm so excited. It was so little. Me and Calatheas have not always gotten along. We're doing pretty good. We're on speaking terms, that's for sure. This guy. So exciting. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was I realized today that the idea that I started with for this video and what's actually possible, it's a paradox. I created a paradox. So this first video, I wanted it to be about me making my first video, because I feel like maybe that's a perspective that you almost never get, is usually if people are starting their YouTube channel, they start with the stuff, they start with content, rather than, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel, here's my video. It's almost like a given. Like, yeah, you're here, duh. But at the same time, there's a whole side of the process that isn't included if you don't talk about it. Like, I'm starting it, and I wanted to share that process of me actually going through the things to start it, because there's so much more than I even realized. And I thought that perspective would be interesting. But the problem is I can't actually finish the video and have that be part of the process that I record, because finishing it means publishing it. Like, I wanted to take it from the process of the conception of starting a YouTube channel to like creating my first video, and then going all the way through the process of finishing it and publishing it. But that means if I publish it, it can't be my first video if I recorded it, because if I record it, I can't publish it at the same time. So what now? So maybe the whole part about the YouTube will be separate. Maybe that'll be a whole separate video. And now do I have to redo everything? Do you want to see my other tilapia? Because this one also got a new leaf recently. Big ol' honker. Ooh, that's a new one. It just unfurled yesterday. But then there's more. I mean, these little ones are so dead and dry. This also was overall, I don't know if you can see it, but it was starting and then it died. So there's like 3 little dead ones in there. But there's one right here that's starting, that is fresh. Looks great. Yay. Okay, bye. I just wanted to give a little leaf update. Pretty great, huh? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my very first video. It ended up being nothing like what I thought it was going to be, although I'm still very proud of the result. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hey, leave a comment too. My analytical brain wants you to give me the pros and cons of my video, but maybe don't do that. I think I might be sensitive. I think I might be fragile. So just say hey and introduce yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.